All right, welcome. Happy damn Saturday night. That's what I'm saying. Happy damn Saturday night. Gee, let me check my YouTube real quick and make sure I can hear myself, which I'm pretty sure I can. I do this every time, but I want to make sure that I can be heard because that's what we do. We heard and we know things. Let me see here. This just take a second. All right, we good. So welcome all my fine, my beautiful aviation enthusiast friends. Welcome back to the next episode of the Airplane Show. This one we can thank a regular watcher of my channel, Chooser. I believe he's from the Philippines, which is why he asked for this flight. So we're flying from, I guess, VRAC or VIRAC. I'm not really sure how you pronounce it. Philippines to Manila, Philippines, and I knew nothing really about these two airports and what flew there before I looked into this today. And turns out, looks like Cebu Airlines, CEBU, they do a couple of flights a day. And wouldn't you know it, we actually have capability of having that livery. So, to be honest, I'm really on the fence tonight about flying this A320neo again or flying the ATR. I like to try to keep this as realistic as possible. And they flew the A320. So if you were to go to FlightAware right now and like in their search bar type in CEB, like Chester, Echo, Bravo, 822, you'll see an A320 just landed like maybe 20 minutes ago now. So we're going to go ahead and fly this A320. We'll save the ATR for something else because I now have a ton, like to get the Cebu livery. I bought a pack and thankfully it was on sale for like $2. Normal price was like 90. Not 90. Normal price was like 50. But like we have like just liveries now, and we have the option of having like Pratt and Whitney jet engine sounds or LEAP. I'm not playing with those because I don't know how that'll interact with the airplane. And then we also have now for the ATR 72. I mean, we just got tons of liveries now. That one looks dope as hell. Look at that one. We'll have to fly an Azul flight down in South America. But yeah, we got tons of liveries now. Indigo, Flybe. That's what I used to use on Aerofly all the time with the Dash 8 Q400. Back in the day when I could play Aerofly. I can't play Aerofly anymore. I can play previous versions. I can't play the new one. My iPad is not special enough. It doesn't have the right insides, the right guts, the right chips. All right, let's go ahead and choose that Cebu livery again. Let's scroll through the 70 million pages of A's. Boy, that's pretty cool looking. Look at that. Man, Azul got some pretty cool liveries, man. They know how to do it down south, that's for sure. Oh, we passed it. Etihad, Egypt Air, EasyJet. Man, I wish the A320 was better in this game. I would love to have all these liveries at my disposal with a plane that I really like to fly, but I'm not a big fan of the A320 in this game, man. It's really watered down for a simulator experience. But we go. All right, so here we go. So Cebu Pacific, and let's put our weights and balances in now. So fuel tonight is 4307 is our block. So we can reduce the fuel a bit here. Here, we'll do that amount. And our takeoff weight was 67 kilograms. So we're at 55 right now, so let's beef this up a bit. All right, that's close enough. Now let's adjust our center of gravity. Wow, that's a big center of gravity. Jesus. All right, so that's all good. Let's go back. Let's make sure we got live everything on. Not traffic, but live weather, live time. We do. All right, let's type in RPUV, RPizzle, UVizzle. I'm actually interested to see if this plane's gonna do what it did. I think it was it last night or 2 nights ago when we flew the A320 last time, where it just autopilot just kicked off quite a few times on its own. All right, ramp 3, that's small. Do we have medium? That's the fuel box. No other parking. All right, no worries. We'll just do, what's this one here? All right, so they're all small. All right, we'll just do ramp number 4. All right, let's get it. Let's get some. Hopefully y'all are having a enjoyable Saturday, a good Saturday, a good weekend so far. Mine's been pretty dope. I was able to take a nap today, which, man, I am so good at taking naps. Like, I am like boss at taking naps, man. I love me a good afternoon nap. Doesn't need to be a long nap. Not a long nap. I don't need a long nap. Give me a good half an hour, like power nap. I am set, bro. All right, so I don't even think we need to like call the team to taxi us. We can just start this. It's hard to believe that this airplane's going to take off from this little ass airport, man. Like, how long is the runway? Oh well, it took off in real life, so we should be okay. All right, let's not bitch out. Let's go ahead and turn on batteries. All right, we have no ground power available, so let's go ahead and turn on the APU now. Yeah, let's get the APU flowing. All right, available APU bleed is on. All right, we can actually hear the air. All right, let's turn on our beacon lights. Let's turn on no smoking. Seatbelt. We can't interact with that one because Microsoft doesn't want us to. Okay, let's come down here. All right, that's good. We can't operate this button here. We can operate some of these buttons, but not this one that puts our warning system on auto. All right, that's already on transponder and traffic. This is already on system 1. All right, let's program our, all right, bright, loudspeaker. All right, let's program our flight plan. I don't think we can do AirAC. I can't bring it in, I don't think. Nope. All right, let's go to init. And we have RPVU. I'm sorry, RPUV. Stands corrected to RPLL. All right, return. And our cost index tonight is 15. And our cruising altitude for a very short amount of time is 26,000 feet. Like really, like when I looked at this flight on FlightAware, it was like it got to 26,000 feet, and then like just a few miles later, it was going back down. All right. Yeah, there's not much we can do. All right, trip fuel block. All right, so the trip fuel is 4077, so let's type in 4.1 if we can type in here. I don't know if we're allowed to. Yeah, it doesn't let us do anything. Be nice if we could do more stuff in this airplane. All right, let's go to flight plan. Let's type in our departure. We're gonna take off on runway 24. Let's insert that. And I don't think we can actually input a, let me see here. All right, next waypoint is, and I don't think we can type in actual air routes. I remember trying to do that the other night and I couldn't do it. All right, we have NGA. All right, let me move my laptop back real quick. And let me find out what the coordinates are of NGA here. Just bear with me 1 second. I just got to click on the icon here on the map. So that is 13 northeast. Okay, so it's that first one there. So we got this one here. Now let's see if I can enter an airway in from here. I don't think I can. Yeah, it'd be so nice. Let me try typing in W9, but I don't think it'll allow it. Thankfully, it's a short enough flight where there's only like 2 or 3 waypoints. Yeah, that's a shame we can't put airways in here. Oh, it deleted it, son of a bitch. All right, next waypoint, let's do this again, NGA. Let's go up here to next waypoint. Let's do this first one again. Let's click insert. Okay, then from NGA, we have MECAN, MECAN. MECA. We're almost done with the flight plan, by the way. It's only, like I said, just a couple of waypoints. All right, MECAN is 13 north, 122 east. So we got this one here. Let's go ahead and insert that one. All right, let's go to our arrival. And we are doing ILS runway 6. And we are doing, I believe it's 3R. Yep, 3R. And our transition is Albat. Mia and Tara. What? Mia. Neither one of those are an option. Let me look at this chart here. It's probably Tara. Because I actually have DocSeb. That's the one that I have. Let's see, ILS. Yeah, I don't have a Terra. I wonder what Terra does. Let's try that. Okay, so we got Mikan, Albet, Nate, D-Cell, Terra, C406. C406, FF06. Yeah, I don't have any of these. I don't have any of these waypoints. That is weird. That is really strange, man. Let's go to plan and see if we can see what we're looking at here. I don't have any of those waypoints. Unless they're just different in here, because this is the route that I have in Navigraph. But instead of Terra, it's DocSeb, and instead of FF06, it's like LL611 and LL613. But it should be I mean, it looks the same. And we got runway 6. That's what we're landing on. All right, well, fuck it. Let's go, man. Let's go, bitch. All right, so it's got IOT 109.10s. And yeah, that's what we got. And of course, the 63, that's what we got. All right, so it's got different waypoints. It's just not up to date. All right, let's get our engine on. Let's put our fuel pumps on. And, yep, all that's okay. Let's come down yonder. Let's do you and do you. Let's put you on max. We can't do brake fans. All right. We'll leave you on plan. Put on constraints. Put you on arc. Oh, it changes it for everything. All right. That's cool. I like having all the screens showing the same thing. That's really cool. And let's see here. I think we have 26,000 feet. So let's just type that in from the beginning because we have no constraints to deal with. Yeah, flight level 26,000. So, all right, let's plug that in. We have no constraints, so we can just go right up to 26,000 feet. All right, let's put on engine number 2. And what is, do we have any METAR information for this area? Nope. But in the, where we're flying to, we have METAR information, and that's 29.94. So let's just roll with that. Let's put our flight director on. And what is our landing altitude of 75? That's not bad. All right, that's good. Let's go ahead and put our flaps down. Let's arm this. Let's turn terrain on. And I think, my friends, I think we're good to go, actually. So let's release the parking brakes. And let's taxi. Now I'm actually going to take off with flaps 2 today because this runway looks really short. Parking brakes off, isn't it? Yeah, it's off. I guess I should have put on the rest of our lights, right? Like if I was a real pilot. Well, I hope Chooser gets a chance to see this video. I like when people give me ideas for videos. I would have never in a million years picked these two airports to fly to. Like I knew the one in Manila existed. I've heard of Manila before, but what is going on? Why is it telling us to go down there? All right, well, I guess we're going to runway 6 then. I don't have the ATC on, do I? No? That's weird that it would have me do runway 6, but... All right, let's put our parking brake on real quick. Let's change that, actually. That'll give us a chance to put on our lights also. All right, there we go. That's good. And let's put on the rest of our lights here that we need. That one, and that one. Hey, I guess we can turn off the APU now. I like flying the A330. I just wish that they would have modeled it like with more interaction, I guess, is a way to describe it. Like it would have been nice to be able to operate some more of the buttons inside the plane. And a lot of the modded planes that I've seen, like the new A330 and the 767 that's out right now, and the modded Dreamliner that's out, when I was reading the description, all the descriptions say that they're based on like the cockpit of this plane. So I'm like, well, shit, I'm not going to spend $30 on an airplane to have something that I'm already really not like really satisfied with. So unfortunately, that's the way it is. I would love to have a 767 and the A330. I mean, you know, they don't really look much different on the inside, but you know, it's still a new plane to fly. You know, something to change up a little bit what we normally do. I think this is a toga button in real life, but I mean, at least it is in the A310. I think that's, but that button doesn't seem to work in this plane. So we got to take off and make a big U-turn. And then we get to about 1,500 feet. We will engage the autopilot. We are going to have to, what does this say? Speed select. Yep. We are going to have to move our throttle back to thrust climb in this airplane. We're going to have to move it back to this right here, I believe is what it is, this notch right there, climb. Otherwise, the auto throttle will not engage. I never heard of Cebu Pacific until I looked up this flight today. So it looks like it's just a little, regional company. How am I giving it more throttle and I'm slowing down? Are we like going uphill or something? Something I should know about? Are the A320neo gods telling me not to fly this plane tonight, that they want me to fly the ATR instead? Actually, I think I would have used the ATR if I liked delivery a little bit more. I'm not a big fan of how it's like pretty much all under the wings. I know they're limited on space, but maybe they could have done it a little. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being nitpicky. Maybe I'm being a Karen. Am I being a Karen about it? Am I being a big douche giga chat about things? Maybe I am. But when I'm spending money on something, I would like the product to be a certain way. I think all of us can be like that at times when we're spending money on things. We expect a certain we expect the product to be a certain way. Come on, turning radius, yeah, boy. Look at that turning radius, man. That's better than my car. All right, let's slow down real quick. Let's, that way people won't say I'm not doing the right things. Let's put on the lights. Even though it makes no difference in the simulator, but let's go ahead and do it. All right, let's roll, bitch. Now, why does that say 5,000 feet? And I have 26,000 feet there. That's very suspect. Maybe it'll change once we get in it. Once we take off, maybe it'll change. All right, release the parking brake, and let's give it some fuel. All right, gear up. All right, we're now in thrust climb. Let's move flaps up one notch. And we're getting ready to cross the point where we can put our slats up. All right, we can put so flaps are not fully up. Once we start leveling out our turn, we'll go ahead and engage the autopilot. All right, autopilot's on. I wonder what the transition altitude is in this area of the world. 11,000 feet. All right. Yeah, see, we're at 5,000 feet. That is very weird. All right, there we go. Now we're up going to 26,000 feet. It's pretty out here, though. How blue the water is. Got mountains over there. When I was in high school, some of my best friends were Filipino. They were triplets. It was so difficult, man, to tell them apart some days. Some days they would mess with all of us and like wear the exact same outfits to school, like do their hair the same way, man. Sometimes it was really confusing to tell them apart. So it's either both or none. So I guess we're just gonna have both on. I was trying to turn the logo lights off, but oh well. All right, we can get ready to transition to regular altitude. You know, regular barometric pressure. All right, there we go. We can't pull it. Oh, there we go. Yes, we can. It's X button. My bad. My bad, Bobby. Now, according to the OFP, we need to descend after Mikan before we get to Albat. So I'm not really sure how far after Mikan, though. Hmm. All right, let's increase our range a bit. Let's turn our weather a little bit. Let's turn this up a bit if we can. Boy, that's as max as it goes, huh? Well, that's a shame. There's a lot of little islands over here. So I think once we pass Mikan, we'll drop down to 16,000 feet. Because I know for our transition, that Albat transition, which is our transition to our arrival, that's 16,000 feet. That does show on, you know, it's over 16,000 feet, but I'd rather be at 16,000. Flyover for holding. And then at trace, we need to be at 5,000 feet. Trace leche. Well, that is a cool. I don't know if that's a volcano. I guess it's a volcano. That is cool looking, man. I wonder if lava flowing down the center there is what made that like crevice, that crevasse. Naga, that's where we're going. And then we're going to turn. And we're about ready to level off. All right, here we are at our cruising altitude. There's our next waypoint. So let's plug in 16,000 feet. And how many miles do we have between Mecan and Albay? Not many. Let me see if it shows on the OFP. So Mecan is 32 and Albet is maybe 25 miles maybe. See if it shows up if we go out a little farther. So 20 to 80, so about 60 miles, I guess. So we have a little bit of time then to do our descent. That's 20. Yeah, I guess maybe like 70 miles, somewhere in that area, 75 miles. So we really only need to go down 10,000 miles. We really 10,000 miles, 10,000 feet. We really only need about 40 miles, maybe 30, 40 miles. It's just I don't see the top of descent thing anywhere. So let's see when we get closer to Mecan if it shows up. Still no marker for the top of descent. Now we should be on highway airway W9 right now. That's what I was trying to type in tonight, but we can't type in airways on this plane. Same thing in Aerofly too. Oh, there's our top of descent right there. All right, very good. And then this plane will not descend automatically. We need to come over here and click this button. Why are we descending? That's weird. It just started descending for no reason. All right, let's just stay here, the 24,000 feet. This plane does some weird shit, man, I'm telling you. Like the other night when we were flying, it was like the autopilot kicked off like 3 times, 4 times. Tonight it just starts descending on its own. Like that is some strange shit, man. All right, let's go ahead and start our descent now. I'm comfortable with that. I'm comfortable with doing about 5 to 10 miles before, especially with this plane, because we never know what's going to happen with this plane. This plane is an adventure, that's for sure. Maybe they made it like that, so since we don't have a lot of buttons to push, they just make it more adventurous. Like, you never know what this plane's going to do all by itself. We're going to keep you on your toes. Boy, that is a steep climb. Jesus, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, there's no reason to. Wow, man, that thing was nosediving. I mean, I understand if we're like, if we need to, but that's crazy. All right, let's find out what the decision height is. This plane is wild as hell, man. This thing got a mind of its own. All right, decision height is 266. So let's plug in our decision height. And the button for that would be Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's usually over here. Where is that button at? Oh, that's right. I got to do it over here, I think. Yeah, 266. Transition. I can't change the transition altitude. All right, speed is variable at 5 knots, so we're going in a heading of 63, so let's put in 243, which will be a headwind. So 243 at like 2 knots. Our temperature in Manila is a balmy 31 degrees Celsius. And the QNH is 2994, so 29.94. All right, very good. So now there's our decision height now. Okay. All right, so now we're at the right, going to be at the right speed. And then from there, we need to get down to 5,000 feet. So we'll hang tight at 16,000 feet here. And then once we cross that, we'll put in 5,000 and we'll descend manually there too. We're not gonna use the flight management system, the MDCU. All right, there's Albat. That's our transition. And we're at altitude, so now we can program in 5,000 feet. And we'll go ahead again and do VS mode for our descent as well. Let's put on the seatbelt signs again. And then once we cross Albat, then we'll go ahead and start our descent again. Well, we got 43 miles until Nate, and then another 26 miles to Trace. So we really don't have to descend for a while, actually. I mean, that's 40 and 26. That's 66 miles to go 11,000 feet. Yeah, I mean, we're good, my man. We don't need to rush that. Let's just hang here for a little bit. I mean, we really only need, I would think, maybe like 15 or 20 miles before our next waypoint. Start descending there. Minus 1,500, minus 2,000 in that area. Let's turn on the ATC for the rest of this flight so we can try to get an air marshal. So let's go to piloting. Let's go to that so our GigaChad can talk on our behalf. Our co-GigaChad pilot. All right, ATC voices. And now, if you can't hear the ATC, that's on purpose, because I turned it way down, because as often as they go back and forth with each other, it's really annoying to like continually hear it. So I turned it down so far that I barely hear it. You know, when I do real flights from now on, I'm going to try to change our call sign to whatever the flight is. So like instead of it saying "Eat Me Hotel Oscar," it would be like CEB822 or AAL whatever, SWA whatever. Like maybe I'll do that. It's not hard. I think you do it in the world map screen, like in the setups there. You can, like when you choose your livery and you choose the weights and balances, I think the last option there, I believe that's the one where you can change your call sign and all that. All right, so we got 28 miles to Nate and then another 26 to Trace, where we have to be at 5,000 feet. So we have, I still think starting our descent like 15, 20 miles out of Nate is a good thing. I don't know if there's going to be a top of descent marker or not, but I think 15 miles is good. I think giving ourselves 41 miles to go 11,000 feet is pretty good. I think that's a good, especially when we need to slow down at Trace, because that's our initial air fix. Cebu, so Chooser, that's his name on YouTube. He asked me to do this flight, so this is now the third request. I did the Seattle one, Anchorage, day or two ago. Then we did the other one from I forget what town in Indonesia up to Singapore, and yep. So Cebu Pacific is the only thing I saw that flew from that flew this route from Virac to Manila. It seems like they fly like 2 or 3 times a day, and it was always an A20. I'm sorry, an A320. So that's what we got going on here. All right, let's start our descent to 5,000 feet. Let's start at minus 2,000 and see how that does. Hello. Why can I not change this? There we go. Wrong button. Yeah, I think we should still be okay. Well, let's go down to 2,000 while we can, because we have a deceleration point coming up. All right, so now we have about 20, about 20 some miles to Terra to go 7,000 feet. That's going to be cutting it close. All right, let's plug in our barometric pressure. Still 29.94. Let's activate landing mode. Hey, that's what we got already. Thank you. Wow, look at the color of the water here. That is cool. All right, let's go ahead and take control of this bitch ourselves. Because we need to be at about 3,000 feet at about 12 miles out of the station. So yeah, see, we're only 10 miles. So let's plug in 3,000 feet. Can I do anything with... Oh, that's close. Yeah, we'll leave the flaps out of the equation for now. Well, you know what we can do actually is... Let's slow this a little bit. 230 knots is flap speeds. So we should be okay at flaps 1. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. All right, buddy, chill. All right, our glide scope indicator is now starting to show up. We'll let that glide scope get up to that second dot, and then we'll make our turn. All right, now we should be able to do flaps 1, right? That is cutting it close, my man. Just put the flaps in so we don't really overspeed. All right, let's put our brakes on. What? All right, and let's arm you. All right, and we can start turning now. So let's start turning towards 63. Let's arm the localizer. How come this plane is not turning how I want it to? All right, our capture is 1700, so let's plug that in case we need to go down. All right, localizer is captured. That's excellent. And we are very close. And we have 157 as our approach speed. Man, that seems fast. All right, Kaleidoscope should capture any moment now. Yep, all right, Kaleidoscope is good. So now we can just ride this bitch on in. Yo, what's up, cameraman? What's going on, bro? What's up, dude? We're getting ready to land this here plane in Manila. I had a regular viewer asked me to do this flight tonight, so here we are doing it. We're almost done. It's a good chance I'll be back later on doing another flight. Not sure what plane though, but it's a good chance because it's still early on the East Coast and I got nowhere to be tomorrow. Nowhere to be and no time to get up. I like doing these ILS landings because that way I can sit on the outside and just look at everything. Yo, drop your grinning and start your drop your linen and start your grinning. Yeah, if there was a like a rewind feature where you can kind of watch a little bit of the flight, then I probably would land more of these flights myself, like I used to do in Aerofly. Because Aerofly, you can rewind pretty easily. You know, back when me and Aerofly were friends. We're not friends anymore. IPAX doesn't want me to have fun with Aerofly anymore. Motherfucking IPAX. Motherfucking IPAX. We are the thriller from Manila. I wonder if the engine sounds have any negative impact on the simulator. Because every livery that came with this pack that I bought, one pack has the LEAP engine sounds and one pack has the Pratt Whitney engine sound. So I didn't choose either one of those tonight because I wasn't sure how it would interact with the simulator. It's pretty over here. Wow, it gets close to those buildings. Good lord. Let me get control of the airplane again. Are we on the ground? Oh, we've been on the ground. I didn't know that. I didn't feel anything. I thought we were still hovering. All right, let's contact the ground. And taxi the gates so we can get our air marshal. All right, let's see if our guy's going to be there with the glow sticks. Now that we got clearance to taxi to the gates, that should put him at his post. Yeah, I had no idea we were on the ground. When I disconnected the autopilot, I couldn't get control of the plane quick enough because of the being in cursor mode. And then when I clicked off, we kind of bounced up, and when I clicked to get control again, we were already bounced into the air a little bit. But normally, when we land, I get some sort of vibration or like sudden like kind of thud with the controller to kind of let me know. Plus, I hear it in the headphones too. I didn't get any of that tonight. I had no idea we were still on the ground. I had no idea. All right, gate 19. Yes, sir. That is an interesting parking spot. I don't think he's there. Yeah, all right. So this is the second airport I've been to where there's no ground crew. Oh, wait a minute. Oh wow, we got to make that U-turn. What the hell kind of parking spot is that? Are you kidding me? He's there. I see him now. What the hell, man? I have never had to make a U-turn like this before to land a plane. I wonder if that's what they do like in real life at this airport. I can't imagine that. That wouldn't make sense to me to park a plane right in between those two jetways like that. Very cool. Very cool. All right, let's get the let's do the shutdown checklist so we can. Oh, we don't have a shutdown checklist. All right, let's go ahead and I want to get the flight log. So let's put the. Oh, we have power on the outside. Never mind. Okay. So let's go ahead and shut off our. Let's turn this off first. Let's shut down our engines. Oh, there we go. That's it. All right, very good. Well, hopefully Chooser will watch this at some point. He might have been on tonight. I don't know. But anyways, hopefully he'll check it out. If you guys have anything you want to see, just hit me in the comments, and I'll do my best to get that flight together. As soon as I can. Now that I'm only doing Microsoft, I don't have to worry about Aerofly anymore because we've talked about that already. But I will probably be back in an hour or two to do something else. I think it depends. I don't have really to get up early tomorrow, and so we'll see. But yeah, I'll probably do something with maybe the ATR or the TBM, or some. I'll have to look at what I've done recently. I want to try to do something I haven't done recently, and then tomorrow morning, there's a good chance we're going to be doing an Antonov flight at some point tomorrow. I don't know when, but I haven't flown that plane in about a month. So I'd like to do that here coming up too. So that's about it. Click subscribe, click thumbs up, hit me in the comments if you need to or if you want to. And that's it. I appreciate you checking this out, and I will see you over the skies of Mother Earth very soon in our next episode. Peace.